Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum. Well, we've been to the Abyss, and, we are still in the Abyss, and we took a look at Spire. Now, we're gonna take a look elsewhere in the Abyss, starting with, these guys here. You would have to push your way through thick rope-like webs to continue down this large granite gallery. The webs are fresh and sticky. You look around and soon see the spiders responsible for the obstruction. They are approaching you slowly, fangs bared. They aren't very fast, you could easily slip away. Nah, we'll kill him. Elder Aranea? That doesn't sound very good. Okay then. Divine Fire. I bet that hurt. Ah, the webs. The webs! Nice, and there we are. I don't think we really need the Aranea fangs. You find a well-hidden cave. It's a small crevice in the wall. You wouldn't have noticed it if you weren't very close. The tunnel stretches for 50 feet and then opens up into a small chamber. This is a small cave that Scab described, and after a bit of searching you find a tiny silver key under an old scrap of leather. Take it. Well, we found the key that we were told about. Nah, we can avoid that. You know what? Let's go find Asp. He's in Kotra, we were told. So, let's find our way to Kotra. I'll cut it while I make the long run. Alright, I think the guy is somewhere in here. Here we are. Scab told me that you could help me. He smiles humorlessly. Ah, an old friend, and he sends you to me. I'm afraid I'm not working now, keeping a low profile. Perhaps you are looking for information? I hear you know about some sort of powerful circlet? Why, yes, I do. I know how to get the circlet hidden in the town of Spire, though I have no use for this information at the moment. I have no interest in telling you how to get it for free. However, for 100 coins I will divulge this information. Very well. Someone I met, while working, told me that the mayor of one of the rebel cities owns it. She trapped it. It blasts anyone who tries to get it without saying Ankh. Okay then, we'll remember to say Ankh. Alright, let's head back to town. Back to the city. Also, I'll admit I forgot where to get the 3 highest level mage spells. I would use them to improve Jacob, but I can't remember where to get them, so I don't have them at the moment. If someone could remind me who teaches them, that would be great. Thanks. Anyway, back in a moment. Okay, the hidden passage should be right there! Hello! Okay then. Kill these various guards and the like. Okay, enter combat. You fire that. And you kill that mage. Thank you. Alright. They're all dead. Grab all the coins. Anything of use here? Doesn't look like it. Anything in the chests and the like? Nothing there. Nothing there. Bar of silver, yes please. Actually, that helps. Jacob could probably use some endurance now that I think about it. And gold coins and lockpicks. Okay. Pick the lock. Lockpicking failed. That one worked. Okay. Well, there's your quarters. Poison elixir. Ah! What the? Okay. This is unexpected. Invisible enemies. I don't even know if we can target them. We can't. That makes this difficult. And there's 3 of them. Great. This is much more difficult than I expected. Well, one of them's dead. Okay, didn't mean that to happen. Healing. And... do nothing. There we go. I think that's all of them. I hope. There is a small steel box firmly bolted to the floor. It has a small padlock and every available surface is engraved with small runes. Open the incredibly dangerous-looking box. You use the tiny key and unlock the box. Inside, sitting on a small pillow, is a delicate, finely wrought silver circlet. You start to get nervous. The runes on the box are probably some sort of magical trap. Take the valuable and dangerously trapped silver circlet. You say the word Ankh. Nothing happened. You pick up the circlet, expecting to be baked at any moment. Bad things fail to happen. You now, at last, have the silver circlet. Phew. Oh, there was one more of these invisible things. Come on, we can kill this thing. There we go. Alright, and now, we just gotta get out of here. And give this to the guy over there. When you try to pass through the gates, a guard stops you. Oh, I know you. You're the voles who are too high and mighty to pay the tolls to the Abyss Guards. Well, if you want to enter here, it'll now be 50 coins. Pay now or go elsewhere. Alright, you pay. The guards laugh at you when you pass through the gates. Yeah, I said no to a couple guards before, and that happened. We took the circlet. I know. That put me in her place. Now I'd better get out of here before she realizes I helped you steal it. Good job. You fit in well here. He slips away. Okay, then. That happened. Well, let's look around a bit more elsewhere. See what else is going on around here. And we'll pay the guards their bloody tolls whenever we see them. You smell this hut long before you see it. There is alchemy going on here. Serious alchemy. The making of powerful potions, or at least highly noxious ones. When you get close, you can see a small, withered old man standing in front of this tiny stone hut. He is tending to a small patch of mushrooms, an unusual sign of life in these mostly barren caves. Approach and talk to him. You walk up to the old man and introduce yourselves. He says that his name is Zavlek, and that he provides the Abyss with potions for healing and other purposes. He politely explains that since you are from Avernum, he won't sell to you. Then he says, I can help you, though. You're adventurers. Some drakes, very few, have black fangs. Very rare and very valuable for the potions. Bring me one of them, and I will let you read a few of my magical scrolls. They may help you in your travels. With that, you bid him farewell. Black fangs, eh? Ah, look at that! I think we've gone far enough to the north that we've found the northern areas. Bharga, 30 miles north. Beware of giants and bandits. Spire, brigands, you are not welcome here. You find a small cluster of farms surrounded by dense walls, pits, and fields of caltrops. The people working the rows of mushrooms look scared and ready to defend themselves at a moment's notice. They are having a very hard time scratching out a living. These caves are very marshy and choked with poisonous toadstools, and the water has a lot of salt and sulfur. The farmers are getting very little food for their efforts. You start to approach the farmers, but since you're from Avernum, they want nothing to do to you. You meet a patrol of soldiers from Bharga, the city to the north. They warn you to watch out. There are hostile giants and brigands from the city of Spire to the south. Then, satisfied that you aren't a danger to them, they continue to patrol the road. Well, thank you for the warning. The savaged and shredded body of a soldier has been left here. He was probably killed sometime in the last year, seared by firebolts. The fragments of armor remaining on the body seem to be from the surface world. You search the area. Nothing. Well, we found Bharga. You think that you see a few ghosts lingering near the edge of this cavern. However, when you get closer, you don't see anything. Must have been your imagination. Curious. Well, I'm just taking a look around here, and it looks like we can't really get any further west. I mean, there must be a way, but Well, actually, there might be a way now that I think about it. I bet you soar up into the air. You are starting to descend, you land safely. That actually did absolutely nothing. And there is... oh, there's something over there, we just can't reach it. I guess we need to go to the other side to reach it. Alright. Let's go take a look at Bharga then. Oh, we'll start by looking around outside, as I always do. This place is a bloody fortress, it looks like. Okay, then. Hello there. There is an ancient, heavily wrinkled man peering at you through a barred window. His armor hangs off him loosely. Are you a town guard? He emits a rattling cough.
Yeah. I'm too old to defend the wall, so I watch the gate. If you want to enter the city or the outer world, let me know.
Would you open the gates?
Sure thing.
He turns the wheel and the gates open. You can enter Bharga. Alright, have a nice day. And they don't want to speak. Well, we made it into Bharga. Big place that it is. Couple people here. Archer doesn't want to talk. A young priest with ratty robes and dark skin runs around looking for wounded soldiers. He stops for a moment when you approach. You must be a priest. Once. Now I patrol these walls and heal those who need it. There's more havoc here than I could ever help with, but I have to keep trying. It is, after all, the fate I chose. Why are the injuries so serious? Giants are very strong. They come here and lob boulders over the wall for fun. Then when they get serious, they charge. Were it not for me and Prin, many more would have died. As it is, the bloodshed is still horrible. The fates cast you into the abyss? I shouted and shouted for the poor and downtrodden on the surface. Then the Empire, tired of hearing the truth, and threw me down here. I did the same thing around the Voles, but they got sick of me too, so they sent me into the abyss, and I came here. It's miserable and dangerous, but I can fight for good here, and nobody tries to shut me up. Can you heal us? Afraid not, no time. Find Prin, she might help you. Very well. Wow. Can we not go that way? Turn the wheel. As you strain and pull on the wheel, the eastern gates start to open. A guard runs up and stops you. What are you trying to do, you idiot? Let the giants in and kill us all? More guards run up and you get shouted at a lot. Okay, so we can't actually go that way, it seems. Interesting. So the giants are blocked off except from, well, that one path. I think. Unless there's some secret way to get there. Hell if I know. Barracks, of course. Pick the lock. See if there's anything in here we can use. Silver ring, pen and ink. Don't need either of those. Gold coins we can take. And over here, pick the lock. And it's a storeroom. Over here, barracks, yeah. Dead room. What is a dead room? Oh. That dead room. Okay, then we'll just leave that room be. How about these two? Etheridge the Learned, schooling of all kinds. A woman in dark flowing robes and a hood moves confidently around the room. You can occasionally make out the outline of a blade through her clothes. Can you help me with my skills? Yes, I train all who can use it. The people of the Abyss need all the skills they can get. You notice that she sounds slightly nervous. I guess life is harder here in the Abyss. Of course, we don't have the advantages of the Voles. Every advance, every building, every crop was paid for with blood. We have few magicians, few alchemists. We for the most part get rejects and scum. We will succeed, but it is hard. You seem nervous. Why? You are adventurous, so I'll tell you. I'm trapped in Bharga, trapped by the spirits of warriors I have slain in battle. They wait west of here, waiting for me. I am not strong enough to slay them, and they haunt my dreams. I live in fear. I think we can go take care of that. Training. What can be improved? Jacob, mage spell 17. That would get us arcane shield if only we could... God dang it, I need to find whoever sells that. Actually, these could probably be improved too. Especially Fire Blast. I need to find all these spells again. Let's see, Raquel. Assassination, hardiness, sure. Marcus. Defense. Cassio. You're fine in priest spells. Endurance. Yeah, you could use more endurance. Jacob, you're gonna need more mage spells next level. We get a chance. Okay. And in here we have City Hall. This room is filled with charts, maps, schedules, and 1,000 fluttering scraps of parchment covered with notes and plans. This must be the war room of Bharga. A quick inspection reveals that the war with the giants to the east has been a long and brutal one. Surprisingly, the forces of the Abyss seem to be up to the task. Interesting. A man with puffy brown hair and a harried expression wanders around mumbling. He wears nice clothes and some sort of badge of office. Are you in charge of Bharga?
Well, I mainly organize and provide tactics for the soldiers here. Bharga is the last bastion against the giants.
What do you think about the giants?
Stupid, vile creatures. They attacked us because there was something to do, and now they refuse to stop. We keep looking for you people to help, and you ignore us.
Who have you been asking for help?
We've sent messengers to King Micah again and again, telling him of the horrors. He hasn't sent a person to help, not one sword, not one mage. What I wouldn't give for a group of dedicated adventurers.
You're in luck! We're adventurers! He grins, not entirely pleasantly.
I'm afraid I don't have any reward to offer you, but I can tell you the giant fort is to the east, and they own great wealth. Oh, and there is a secret passage out in the northeast corner of town. You can use that to get out and get to the giants more quickly.
We'll keep that in mind, thank you. Are there other cities in the Abyss?
Yeah, Spire is to the south, but I don't like to talk to them. About them.
Why not?
Brigands and thieves, that's all they have there. They don't help us fight the giants, they just want to loot and pillage. Mina's the mayor there, the queen of the scum. I'd stay away from there. We welcome Avenites here, they certainly do not.
Is there anything we can do for you here?
Apart from killing as many giants as you can, we're very short in supplies here. Avernum controls all the caves with resources. Bharga will pay you 30 coins for each sack of good metal ore you can bring us.
We don't have any, but thank you. We'll keep that in mind. Looks like his quarters there. With nothing we need. Okay then. Only one other place we can look at up here. In the center area, I mean. That is... downstairs. Perhaps we'll take a look there later. This looks like it's the inn. Can't talk to him. A huge, muscular man moves nimbly among the kegs and boiling pots clustered behind the bar. Great purpose and determination show in his eyes. "Welcome," he says. He seems to recognize you. What are you cooking so much?
I cook and brew for this whole godforsaken outpost. The few travelers we get and the many fighters we support, they come here for my fresh stew. For you, 2 gold a bowl. And we have an empty room with a clean bed, 5 gold.
Thank you, but we're fine. So, barkeep, what can you tell me about Bharga?
We're one of the 2 cities in the Abyss. Spire is the other. The thieves, brigands, and scum go to Spire. The warriors come to Bharga.
Warriors? Why'd they come to the Abyss?
Simple. They are warriors who hate the Empire. Avernum, for all its points, doesn't hate the Empire near as much as it pretends.
What do you mean?
If someone in Avernum seems to want to fight the Empire, they end up here soon enough. King Micah of Avernum doesn't want to rebel against the Empire. Some say he's reasonable. We say he's a coward.
That seems reasonable. The Empire would crush us. He looks very disappointed in you.
Perhaps, but it is a noble thing to die when it is in the struggle for freedom.
I hear tell that you know about the scimitar. You barely get the word out of your mouth before he swings close to you.
Quiet! There are those all around you who will kill you if they hear you say that word. We've been watching you. You have potential to do us much good. There is a stairway hidden behind this inn. Go down it. The password is Phaedrus.
Uh-huh. Still not quite sure what this scimitar is. Let's see. Bazaar of Bharga. Wonders aplenty. There's a large library at the west end of this room. Well, a large library by Avernum standards, anyway. This must be the library X asked you to locate. Now you can report back to him. Excellent! We will. A woman sits behind the counter writing a scroll. The room is filled with other scrolls, all of them on the same sort of parchment. Excuse me, what do you sell? I am a sage. I suppose that would mean I sell knowledge. I am here instead of the nice caves to the south because this is a place in which I feel safe. How can you feel safe in Bharga? Yes, I know. Warring giants, bandits, fierce and cruel people. But there is also the freedom to study what I want and say what I want. And until now, I'd never found a single place where I could claim that. What can a sage do? I identify items. Many strange things are found on the bodies of the giants, and I figure out which ones can aid us. Most of these scrolls describe the bizarre things I've seen. I'm also trying to find out about the dragon. There's a dragon around here? I believe so, and I fear that it may be a dire threat to us. The giant fort is to the east, and that dragon, so I believe, lives east of that. They worship it, you see, and I fear it may one day hunger for human flesh and come here. When that happens, I doubt we can survive. Oh, that dragon! We killed it! Did you? Well, that was a lucky break for all of us. One less thing to worry about. Can we buy some of your scrolls? I'm afraid not. All of my magical scrolls are reserved for the defense of Bharga. The giants are a constant threat, and we need all the power we can gather. And we don't need anything identified. Well, you're welcome. A small elfin woman with long scarlet hair sits at the desk preparing a poultice. What services do you provide? I am only a healer. You must be busy here. Yes, I lived in Elmaria once, but I heard about the war here and knew that this is where my skills are needed. You can't imagine the threat these people live with. You can buy help from me if you need it. And we don't need any healing. Although Cassiel can do with some healing. Let's see. A tired man is sitting behind a counter. All around him are dried out hunks of meat, coarse bread, and uninspiring cheese. Do you sell this food? Yes. You may purchase food from my meager wares. I once had much better. The Abyss produced some fine victuals. Then, alas, our enemies came. What enemies? He looks at you with mild hostilities. Yes, you fools probably have never heard of the giants, but they're here killing us, and you don't lift a finger to help. You cast us out and watch us die. He says all this in a strangely flat voice. The Abyss used to be a good place. Now all that is gone. What is the Abyss like? It was rough and wild, but not the horror you fools said it would be. The Abyss gave us the freedom we thirsted for above and in Avernum. But now bandits run wild, and the giants hunger for our flesh. It started good, but it's all gone now. Very well. Only one other place here. This is a tall, thin man with nimble, delicate hands. He is busily stringing a longbow. What are you working on? I make bows and arrows and bolts and crossbows as fast as I can. It takes a lot of shots to kill a giant. Are giants really tough? Yes, it takes many tiny punctures. Each is as a bee sting, but enough to make one topple. If you're planning to go do some shooting, please be sure to purchase some of my arrows. I guarantee they'll do the trick. You want to sell to us, even though we're from Avernum? The Abyss and Avernum have some enemies in common. The giants are one of them. Of course, the Empire, for example. I missed what I clicked. We are the only people in the world that don't kowtow to them. How long can that last? We of Bharga believe that we must all be more active in opposing Emperor Hawthorne's tyranny. Fight the Empire? Isn't that suicide? He looks disappointed. Some feel that way, but not us. Now, if you will excuse me, I am very busy. Okay, then. I have a feeling. Let's see. Secret exit must be somewhere. Ah, there it is. This is a tiny secret passage sloping down sharply to the east. It is far too small for a giant to fit through it. You don't doubt that it was designed that way. And we don't need to go through that. Let's see. Light! This is an interesting place. This large, low-ceiling chamber is a huge storeroom filled with crates and barrels of supplies. Bharga is evidently equipped for a long siege. This is an interesting place under here. Can't really go anywhere from here, but... Okay, then. And he said there was a hidden passage behind this place. Ah, in the room. Okay. Let's see. A pale man sits at this table, calmly picking at a bowl of cold stew. He doesn't seem surprised to see you. What are you doing in here? Just sitting around. Phaedrus. So at last you have come to us. Welcome to the cell of the scimitar. You may join us if you perform a mission. We need someone to destroy an orb of the Empire soldiers in Avernum are using to communicate with Emperor Hawthorne. The scimitar? The scimitar is a group dedicated for fomenting rebellion against Emperor Hawthorne and his empire. The tyrants which sent us down here and which crushed the freedom of every living being in our world. What else can you tell us about the scimitar? Sure, I can tell you this much. The surface worlders have not forgotten about us. They watch us. They have spies and outposts down here. Thanks to us, they have opposition. What sort of opposition do we offer? They victimized us by putting us down here. We will not stop being victimized until we strike back. This is the noble cause we are giving you a chance to be part of. Tell me about the mission I must perform to join. We have found out that in the southwest corner of the scree pits, to the east of Fort Spire, the surface worlders have a secret base. From it, the Empire spies watch us and report to their masters through a crystal sphere. What is the sphere like? It is a large orb which enables them to communicate with those above. Your job is to attack their fort and destroy the orb. This will severely damage their communications with the surface world. When you have done so, come back and speak with me. Oh, and watch out for the gremlins. Oh, great. Gremlins, too? The cave you are looking for will have lots of gremlins in it. Be careful about them. They'll strip you of your flesh in an instant. I think I know what cave he's talking about, then. You are walking down an uncomfortably narrow passage with dozens of arrow slits on either side. The guards watch you coldly. One of them says, "Go back or die." Okay, we'll leave be. So that's the scimitar. Okay, then. If you don't mind, please open the gates for me. Thank you. Two other things I want to do before I end this. One... Oh, those spirits disappeared. I guess we have to come back. Okay, the other thing I want to do... Go tell X. Well, I'll cut it while I go run over to the tower to go tell X about what we found. Ah, there you are, X. I have news. We've been to Bharga, and we found the small library.
Ah, yes, thank you. Now, I think that I said I would teach you spells for that information, but I can't be sure.
I would like to buy spells from you.
Yes, you have helped me. I will teach you.
Okay, teach me the spells already. There we go! Arcane Summon, Arcane Shield, Arcane Blow. Even though we can't do Arcane Blow yet. Arcane Summon and Arcane Shield are useful, but Fire Blast we need to know. There we go. We can't really... Well... You know what? Summon Aid will be useful, so we'll improve that a bit more. Now we have access to those spells. Excellent. Excellent. Arcane Shield and Arcane Summon. Arcane Blow we won't be able to learn quite yet, but it will be handy. Okay then. That's probably going to be it here. Next episode... You know what, next episode we'll go take care of the, Yeah, maybe. Should we take care of the giants, or or explore elsewhere? Let's take care of the giants. Sure, that should be easy enough. Then we'll find a way further west or something. Yeah, we'll help with the giants. So, I'll cut it while So, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here while I'm running all the way back to... the place where the giants are located, so that I can start the next episode in front of them. And that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, that is Raquel, Marcus, Cassiel, and Jacob. This has been an Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.